Hello, everyone, and welcome to Arno Illic's channel, the author of The World According to AI. My name is Cindy Boschla, and I am an executive coach who helps leaders make decisions with confidence and clarity. And I have had the privilege of working and being friends with Arno for over 8 years. So in this conversation, Arno, I would love to hear, what do you consider is the most important insight that a reader will gain and deepen by reading this book?
I think realistically, it is being in charge of yourself. In other words, if I kind of think like if you bang into a door, you don't blame the door, you blame yourself, right? And we tend to do that a lot. We tend to look outside of ourselves and determine how we feel, how we worry and all of those kinds of things that happen. And in reality, if we center ourselves, we don't do that. For instance, if I'm writing something down, I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm thinking about writing. And I could think about, oh my God, I've got a mortgage to pay. These kids are going to go to school. What am I going to do? Yeah, those are all things that aren't real. The reality is what you're doing right this instant. And if you continue to focus on that, um, you don't have those worries. I remember a guy telling me once that, you think you got a bunch of worries and so on. He said, give me your hand and I'll take a sword and I'll cut your hand off. And guess what? You no longer have those other worries. You now have a different worry, right? And it's a more immediate one. And that got me to thinking. I thought, yeah, that's true. We tend to let our mind wander off and so on, and then we start feeling bad and all kinds of different nonsense that goes on. And yet, when we look at nature just grows. It doesn't worry about what, oh, geez, am I 5'4" or 2'2", or how come that tomato's redder than I am? There's none of those kinds of stresses involved. And that's because uh, we grow regardless of ourselves. And, if we can learn to let go of all of our concerns about that and trust in ourselves, there'll be a lot less people going for help elsewhere.
That's incredible. I'm hearing three essential nuggets that all of us, doesn't matter in the work context or personal context, that impact us. The first is what I heard you say is the door analogy was very powerful, which is that if you can see that the responsibility lies with you. And the
Yes.
second part is what I heard you talk about is we're consumed by anticipation about the future, worries about the past, but not focusing on the moment. And the very graphic example your friend made about cutting the hand off is very compelling to say, if we focus on the moment, and I loved what you said in the closing, and also have the trust that we can deal with what comes. If those three things come together, then we can overcome anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that is lovely. And I know that you expand on this topic in multiple chapters and sections across the book. Any other closing thoughts for someone who may not yet have purchased the book?
Other than to say buy it, I think there's going to be value in it regardless. It might only be 4 pages worth, but it'll be worth the entire cost of the book, because it'll open your eyes to more than just where am I right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much, Arno. I really appreciate that. And for all the listeners, if this resonated with you, you can find the book on Amazon, Goodreads, or Barnes and Nobles in the US. If you have read the book, please share your review or feedback in the comments below here or any of the other channels where you purchased it. And if you think there is someone else who would benefit from this book or these ideas, as Christmas comes, this could be a fantastic present that you may want to share with someone you love and care about. So thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to hearing what you learn from the book.
Thank you.